Hello guys, welcome to the Tuesday forecast. So I did manage to pass the 100,000 FTMO challenge, which I will talk about a little bit later. And first let's take a look at the euro and the US dollar. So what we had in the prior price action, we actually had this descending structure, as we can see here. So we did have this clean descending structure, and then we broke the low, retraced, broke the high. We did get some momentum at the break of the high, but then we got a huge wick and an aggressive retrace. So when I see a huge wick and this aggressive retrace, that is a no trade for me. I am not taking any sort of trades, but I was looking for a reversal. Let's take it back a little bit more. Let's take it back to here. So I was looking for a reversal at this point, but as I said, when we got this wick, that was the first warning sign, and then the second warning sign was this aggressive retrace. Usually when we see a wick and an aggressive retrace, we get a reversal, so we get something like this. And then what happened? So the price is currently, the reversal is actually happening. So let's see what will happen next. In the future, I do expect for this maybe to range for a bit more, and then for it to break the low. So that is a possibility. What I would look for in order to get in on a trade is I would look for a cleaner descending and then a reversal to the upside like this. Or I would consider also taking, if we get an ascending structure like this and then we get a reversal to the downside, or if we do get a large impulse up, I would probably look for a flag. I mean, I would definitely look for a flag if this would be a large impulse, so I would definitely be interested. And then it would also be a continuation of this push up. We would actually start trending to the upside, which is definitely good, especially when we start trending in the opposite direction of a descending. So a descending signals to us a reversal, and then this would confirm that reversal to the upside. So I would definitely be looking for those long trades. So that's about it on the euro and the US dollar. Also, if we do get a large impulse up, I will look to get in on a flag, of course, always looking for a large push down or a large push up. But yeah, that's about it. So the prior price action was looking very clean. Unfortunately, this did not fit my plan, this part. So I'm waiting for the break of the low or the break of the high. And now for the euro and the Japanese yen. So we had a really similar story with the wick and an aggressive retrace. What we got, so we got this push, then we got this range right here, and then we continued down, got a really small pullback, continued down. So that was a really good price action. This part right here I really liked. I really liked this sort of price action. And then what happened? So the price created a big wick and we got an aggressive retrace. So for me on the Japanese pairs, when I see just this aggressive retrace, it doesn't matter if there was a wick or not. Just the aggressive retrace signals to me that we will either get a larger range or that we will maybe fully reverse to the upside. And that's why I'm not looking for any short trades. I'm not trying to get in on this downtrend. So also before this candle, this was looking really nice. We got a push, really small pullback continuation, but then the aggressive retrace just negated all of the possibilities for me personally. And we are getting the larger range as expected with an aggressive retrace. As you can see, a larger range is being created. So I'm expecting more of this to happen, definitely. And to look for a trade, I would look for an ascending and then a nice reversal to the downside like this. Or I would look for a descending structure and then a nice reversal to the upside, something like this, and then to get in on a nice flag on that reversal. Also, I will be seeing if we get maybe a large impulse up and then a nice flag to go long, maybe a break and then a retest of the most recent high. That is always a possibility. Or if we get a large impulse to the downside, then I would look also for a flag to sell. Or maybe if we do get a push, I would look for a break and retest, also something like this. And that would also be good because we would then be trending. Actually, we are currently trending down, but then the trend would continue. We have one push, pullback, second push, we have this pullback, and then that would be another push, signaling that the trend is willing to continue to the downside, and that would be a good sign. But as I said, because of the aggressive retrace, I'm expecting just a larger range. I'm waiting for the break of the low or the break of the high. And now for the Aussie and US dollar. So I was in a trade rate here. Unfortunately, it was a loss, but I did manage to pass the 100,000 FTMO challenge with it. So let me go through it. At this point, I was really liking this price action. This looked really high probability and conducive. We got a nice push down, pullback, another push down, small pullback, and then a continuation. We got a clean close right here. So at this point, I wanted to see at least 2 candles to move to my entry point like this. Just a second. I did not want to see just one candle to tap me in. So at this point, I did not yet have a pending order at this most recent low for a break and retest trade. But then we got this candle signaling to me that the momentum has not shifted. So for me, a momentum shift is if, let's say, this candle engulfed this candle, but as you can see, this blue candle is 2 times smaller than this red candle. So for me, the momentum is still to the downside. I'm still seeing this nice momentum down. I'm seeing no momentum shift. So for me personally, this was a good trade to take. There was no momentum shift in the pullback. I placed a pending order at this point, and then I got tagged in. Price did go down, and actually it went into some really nice profit. And at that point, I did manage to close my FTMO challenge for a 10% profit because I was already up 9%. So I just needed the 1% gain, which I did at this point get, and I closed the challenge, closed the trade, got the 10%, and now I did pass it. So that is really nice. But on my live account and on my other FTMO account that I already have, I actually took a loss right here because I let it run. It did break the low, so I managed to reduce some risk, but unfortunately it reversed and then took me out for a reduced loss. As you can see here, it did eventually reverse and took me out for a reduced loss. So managed to get that 1% I needed to pass, but on the live account and the live FTMO account, I got a loss at this point right here. And then what happened? Well, let's see. Price broke the high, retraced, and now we are getting this continuation down, but I don't really see that good of a momentum at this point. This looks okay, this push does look good, but then we got this blue candle, sort of a momentum shift, but then we did continue down. So let's see what will happen next. If we do get more of a push, I will look for a nice flag. If we do get a flag straight from this point, I would consider taking it, but what I don't really like is that looks like the market is slowing down a bit at this particular point. So I would really need to see a clean, nice flag, but looks like this is continuing down. So definitely I'm looking for more of a push, a flag. That would be high probability since I would see momentum continue down. Let me remove this. And I also am looking for a pullback, push down, break and a retest trade. Very high probability setup on the Aussie and US dollar, such as we got here. This was also a very high probability setup from my back testing. When we get an impulse, pullback, another impulse, break and retest. Same thing we can get here. So large impulse, pullback, another impulse, and then a nice break and retest trade. Also, if we do start to descend, I would be a bit more careful. That usually means we will reverse. If we do reverse, I would look for a reversal trade, or we can get a V reversal, look for a range, look for a push up, and then to buy on a pullback pattern, or whichever pattern are you trading. I'm trading the flag and the break and the retest pattern. Also, we can get more of a range. Then I would be careful about the liquidity areas below and above. Standard stuff. So if we do form a larger range, be careful of the liquidity areas. And another possibility is that we do ascend, something like this, get a reversal. I would then consider taking a trade, but then what my concern is that we would be stuck in this sort of a larger range, which is not a good sign. That is a bad sign. If we are stuck in a larger range, that is the time that I'm not taking any trades, since I am a trend trader and not a range trader. So yeah, that's it. Really happy to have passed the challenge, but I took the loss on the other accounts. That's just what happens. So let's see what will happen next. I am looking to sell at this point. And now for the Aussie and the Japanese yen. So for this one, let me take this back. Actually, there were a few opportunities to enter. Actually, there was just a flag. So we got this really clean and nice push down, really large push down. I did really like this. And I was looking for a small flag, but what actually happened, we got an aggressive retrace, as I just talked about on the Japanese pairs. When I do see an aggressive retrace, it's a very bad warning sign and a large no-no for me. So I'm not taking any trades when I see an aggressive retrace. And then a flag did form. So let me push it a bit through, and let's see where the entry would be for the flag. This would be the entry candle for the flag. And for me personally, because of this aggressive retrace, I was not looking for anything. I was not happy taking this flag, and it was a larger flag, which I don't tend to take on the Aussie pairs. I don't really tend to take larger flags on any pair, to be honest with you. So this was just a bad entry for me personally, and I would have been stopped out with this candle. So it's good that I did stay out. And then the price broke the low, retraced, and let's see what is happening now. So broke the low, retraced, broke the low, retraced again. So we are creating a descending structure right at this point. As you can see here, we are creating a descending, and when we start to create a descending structure, we usually get a reversal to the upside. So let's see if a reversal to the upside will happen, and then look to buy. Or if maybe we will get an ascending structure, then reverse to the downside like this. Or if we do get a large push up, I would look to buy on a flag. Or if we do get a large impulse down, I would look to sell on another continuation pattern, a flag or whatever we get. But currently this is not looking that good. This is not looking like good price action. I want to see some cleaner price action. I was liking this impulse very much, but it ended up just being garbage price action, and we just ended up creating a descending. So yeah, that's about it for the forecast. The only pair that looks good is the Aussie and US dollar. So let's see if we will get some entries on this pair, but the rest of the pairs I would be more careful. I would be patient, especially Mondays and Tuesdays are predominantly range bound days. So be more patient, and the opportunities will come soon. You just need to be careful about bad price action, and you need to be active when it is clearly trending.